going on? We're working on this bear today. A lot of it done. The majority of it's done. Been shooting a video. Be a time-lapse video probably working on this. But I thought I'd go live and do the furring and maybe perhaps add the claws on the paws. We'll see how the evening goes. Hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you're doing good, doing good. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Hope you're having a good one, man. Ready to just do some detail work for a few minutes on this piece. Probably won't be on super long, so I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Been working on this black walnut bear today. Been pretty fun. Something a little different. Got a big furniture fair coming up September 7th and the 8th. That'll be in Blue Mountain Lake, upstate New York. And I'll have some of my rustic furniture, but they tend to have high-end rustic furniture and things like that. And I want to carve up 3 to 4, the best that I can, high detail black walnut pieces to bring along with my furniture this year. So we've got the bear, he's got a paw on a stump, kind of leaning forward. I got another walnut log off to the side. Maybe I'll start tomorrow or Sunday. That's going to be a blue herring or a heron standing, hopefully with a fish in its mouth. Another walnut log outside that'll make its way in the tent sometime next week. Hoping to do an eagle, and then I might do one more bear just standing, or I might do a fox like perched up on a stump. So kind of thinking like the bear, a heron, a fox, and an eagle, and have like 4 separate kind of animals. But that's kind of what I'm going for. We'll see what happens as far as having them ready for the show, you know. Only got about 3.5 weeks to get stuff ready. I still got furniture I gotta finish up and get together too, so no better time than last night. That is for sure. everybody. What's going on, Suzanne? What is up, Dad? How tall is it? Let's see. We are at 38 and a quarter for height. 38 inches and a quarter for height. Black walnut. Yep. So if you're just tuning in, I'll have a full video carving this up. Kind of going to get to the point where it's all sanded, and then I'm going to skip ahead to airbrushing and kind of like the final product for the video. But we'll have blocking and all the chainsaw work minus the furring. But that is the plan. So we got a bear leaning on a busted up stump. Got another walnut log off to the side. We won't be getting to it in this video, but hopefully I'll go live during part of it at some point. Want to have a heron, black walnut heron, standing with a fish draped out of its mouth. I think I'm going to do an eagle perched. I'm going to kind of make it look like an old busted up tree and have an eagle perched on top. And then if I have time, possibly get a fox kind of sitting up on maybe like flat stone that's kind of stacked or something like that. I'm trying to get these pieces done for show in Blue Mountain Lake. That takes place first weekend of September. So I want to bring these along with some of my furniture. Going to end up happening with this is I think I'm going to bust out the airbrush once I get it done. So once I get it done, it's going to sit a few days, expel moisture and dry out more. Probably get another bit of sanding, and then what I want to do is airbrush black. Oh. Sorry, froze for a minute there, guys. Thanks, Rick. It's black walnut. So I was saying there, I froze for a minute. Once the bear is all detailed carved, I'm going to take the airbrush and do black paint, kind of in all the shadowy spots you guys can see. And then we'll paint the nose black. I'll hand paint the eyes. And then what I think I'm going to do is leave him the color of black walnut with those highlights, and then paint the stump in the base to look more like a real tree. So he'll be the natural color of the wood, and then we'll kind of paint, you know, like the bark. So this is like bark right here. I don't know if you guys are able to see. And then this is like the raw tree where the bark's falling off. So we might stain and do some different coloring down there to make that look a little more realistic, and then keep the bear the black walnut color. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Not sure how long I'm going to be on the live, so if you're here, smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching tonight. You guys are here. Big shout out to Ryan helping me out with keeping track. Everybody's being good on the other side there of the screen. Ryan, do I get tools from Harbor Freight? Yeah, man, absolutely. All my die grinders for carving are from Harbor Freight. I have 5 die grinders out here, so for the cost of 5 of these, I'd probably only be able to have like 2 or 3 DeWalt ones. I prefer to have a whole bunch of these lined up, buy the 2-year warranty. That way there I don't have to stop and swap bits all the time. I could just grab what I need and go. Yeah, guess I didn't really set up. I was thinking I was going to get into the nails, but I might only be getting into the furring tonight. When looking at my bits, I didn't set myself up to do nails. So who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll finish the nails if we don't get to them. See what happens. So you guys are doing well. If you're here, smash that thumbs up. No worries, Ryan. Do what you gotta do, buddy. Appreciate your help, buddy. When 6 people watching, 3 thumbs up. Help me out, guys. Smash that thumbs up. Have a good grip on this thing tonight. What's up, Random Games? I see you're here with the usual. Hope your day is going well. 12 watching, 4 thumbs up. What is happening, gang? Working on a bear car from black walnut, adding the detail. We should have a full time-lapse video creating this piece at some point. I don't know. Planning to do a heron out of walnut, a fox, and an eagle as well. Hopefully before the end of this month. Trying to do my best with realism. Trying to get some more realistic stuff. It's tough though. It is tough. What's going on? What's going on? Trying to add the furring with some intention here, you know, and not have it be all willy-nilly. Good time. Good time. appreciate the thumbs up, guys. 6 watching, 7 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Man, a couple weeks ago we had ridiculous numbers on here when I went live. And must have been a fluke. Don't seem to be hitting those big numbers anymore. It's alright though. No big deal. Although it was nice to see 40,000 people watching. That was really cool. Better start some here. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are doing great. Not a lot of people here hanging out tonight, huh? Just a handful. Mayberry. Schmeckle, what's up? Mayberry, it's gonna be cool. How's a walnut carve compared to pine? It's hard. Much tougher on the saw, and it wants to fight, grab, pull the saw, especially all the furring and stuff. You really gotta have a good grip, and just tell yourself it's gonna be constant kickback. So like right now, furring, I got the old white knuckling going on. especially with the battery socks, RPMs aren't high, so this thing just wants to constantly kick back here, carving the black walnut. Question, we got a handful of people watching, so I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you guys can comment, okay? This is what I'm looking for. All right, we're just over 4 foot tall, or just over 3 foot. How tall is this? Black walnut. Obviously, I'm carving it up, taking my time, put quite a bit of detail in it. It is 38 inches tall, 38 and a quarter. My question for you is, where are you located, and what do you think this could sell for in your area? You're not going to offend me, all right? This is just a, you know, kind of question, get some conversation going, but where are you located, and where do you think a 3 foot tall black walnut chainsaw carved bear, how much do you think that would go for in your area? Gas-saw might do a little bit better, maybe, on this as far as furring goes, get higher RPMs. That, probably if I put a new chain on. I mean, this one's sharp, but teeth are getting low, so sometimes it gets a little bit grabbier, but we'll see. See how this goes. I'm not going to switch to gas. It's getting late. I don't feel like hearing the gas saws anyway right now. But gas would probably be a bit easier going. So, listen, if you guys want to play along, where are you located, and what do you think a 3 foot bear carved from black walnut could sell for in your area? I always like asking questions, trying to get you guys to engage in the video. If you think it's $100, then it's $100. If it could be more, then it'd be more. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. Probably sell for $250. Gotcha. Jolly Carver, $350 to $500, depending on a few things. Yep. 39 inches, black walnut, great detail. $500 to $600. Yeah, I always hear I sell my stuff too cheap as well. Tony, what's going on? Thank you. So the plan to finish this, right? Got to do the furring. Not going to be in this live video, but got to do the furring. I'm going to take the airbrush and I'm going to use black and just highlight on and do all the shadowing on the bear, but we're going to leave the bear natural black walnut. So it has some black walnut. As you can see, we got the sapwood with a little bit of a light color going on there. So the bear will be natural wood color. Then we're going to take the airbrush, we're going to darken up the part of the stump where the bark is falling off down here that I carved. And then where there is bark, we'll do a different color and we'll airbrush that in as well. So these will look a little bit more realistic, where he'll try to look realistic in the detail work, but not in color necessarily. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Give you guys a bit of an overview. All right, so you got a paw resting up over a stump that's smooth here, and then here's like a broken piece of tree bark. It is carved through here at the stump. I don't know if you guys can see the hand in there, but it's carved through the stump in front of his legs. His paw is carved away from the body. Lots of light color in there. Carved right through the legs. Not a very big spot, but it's carved through. You guys can see more of that shape. So there, you guys a little once over going around there. Working on my realism, that's what's going on. Little bears, you know, I'm not too worried about it. We get into 3 feet and taller, I want to be able to add a more realistic face and detail and things like that. So that's what we're trying to do here, you know. Thumbs up, 11 people watching. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna hit this face quick. The old flap saying the Rooski, check this out. I had Nigel, one of my subscribers here. Nigel sent me this woodwhacking all the way from the UK. guy out there that makes these, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so maybe you're selling them this size for about 150 bucks. Nice. East Tennessee. Yeah, I'll used to be sold regularly. Gotta get motivated to carve some bigger stuff. Yeah, yeah. You'd say East Tennessee. You'd say the prices on these a little over 3 foot. I think you commented up there, didn't you? What do they sell for down there? 350 to 500. Yeah. Not sure what I'm going to put on it yet once it's done. This one's black walnut. I don't know. Pine, I can carve it up much faster. I probably would have had it done already, to be honest. The walnut is time consuming to carve, that's for sure. Jelly Carver, you're in Pigeon Forge. Cedar is the mainstay in Polonia. Gotcha. I don't do a lot of cedar. I don't have a lot of cedar up here to work with. I get white cedar once in a while, but nothing with like any crazy size to it. And the other problem I run into with just white cedar that I occasionally get is it's usually rotten up the middle. Like everybody says, cedar doesn't rot. I don't know. The majority of the white cedar I have been able to put my hands on has been rotten right up the center. So, but it's only white cedar. It's not Western red. But yeah. I don't know how well you guys can see here, but let me give you guys a little bit closer view. Pigeon Forge is nice. I've been through Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg myself. Those are nice areas. Let's give you guys a walk around here. What's up, Ryan? Getting ready to head out here in a few. Thought I'd give you guys a little bit closer look at this bear before I go, though. So we're gonna do claws with the paw on this guy eventually. We got right between the legs carved up. This is what I mean, lower kind of tree stump. Bark broken away. This will be a different color. This will get airbrushed. We'll airbrush black, just the highlights, and we'll leave him natural walnut color. So he'll be nice and walnut up the center, and then his arms will be light. Working around the piece. This is the furring we just did. Texturing here. Hopefully this ain't too up close for you guys. Eyes are carved in. Might clean them up a little bit more. I gotta get out some different burrs. Do some light sanding work in those eyes. Coming down here on the other side. Cut through here. Yeah, Cabot. No more, no more. I've got a 181 and I don't like it myself. An MS 181. And I had seen some people commenting on my last video about the 170s going out. Going to be making the 162s its replacement, and then a 172, 182, all that kind of stuff. But one of my saws I rebuilt a while back, the guy said it was a 180 or a 211, so I rebuilt it, which the 211 and the 181 are pretty much all the same parts, a little more CC, but it's a 181, and I don't like that saw. Takes forever, it seems like, to warm up and run right. Not a fan of it. I like the 170s, 180s, 250s. But we'll have to see how the 162, 172, and 182 perform. Ha! Jolly grew up here in the train at Dollywood all summer. That's funny. Well, this is like one of my more recent first goes at trying to have a bear that has more realism than what I normally do. Of course, I choose a piece of walnut. We make mistakes. We're not fixing it on this, you know. You'll see glue ups and things like that. So it might seem a little nuts to try and step out the comfort zone and do something with more detail out of a piece of walnut that I can plan on not just paint. Like, I plan to not paint. So by not painting, I can't cover up, you know, mistakes. I can't glue a new piece in, all that kind of stuff. Any glue ups or anything like that would, you know, would stand out like a sore thumb. And so what this does for me, it makes me slow down. It makes me slow down. The wood's harder. It's tougher to carve. It makes me slow down. Plus the fact I know what I'm trying to go for. Like, I'm not there. This isn't 100% what I want. So, like, in the future, I'll end up doing another one and just, you know, keep practicing, like I always tell you guys. But it forces me to slow down, try new things, and, you know, go at a slower pace to try and achieve the look that I'm going for. Appreciate it, Jolly. Thank you. Man, so you did finish work about 7 or 8 years ago, and you've been on your own for the last 3 to 4 years. So do you mean finish work on carvings there, Jolly Carver? Like someone else did the chainsaw work and then you tidied it up, painted it and stuff? Is that what you're talking about? Or do you mean like finishing work inside the home? I assume you mean carving. Sometimes I'm a little dense. Dur, dur, dur. Oh, no kidding, man. You're in the area then. You've been in the area. No kidding. My folks are in Kingsport. A couple hours away from you. We've made the trip down there, though, a few different times. Heck yeah. So that's funny. You jumped in from restaurants and you went from restaurants to carving and haven't looked back. So that's funny. I wasn't that great in school, was not like an A student by any means. Always wanting to create, draw, doodle, that kind of stuff. And then it turned into doing different stuff, you know. But I worked in restaurants for like my first jobs over the years. Factory jobs after that, back to restaurant, factory jobs. And in between my last job, you know, was a supervisor, great pay, great benefits, great insurance, all that kind of stuff. Worked 6 to 6, 12-hour days, couple on, couple off kind of thing. And in starting that job, I think I'll be 40 this year. I think I started there, I was like, I don't know, 22, 23 when I started that job, 24, something like that. You guys will do the math, set me straight. Something like that, but I was there about 14 years when I finally left to pursue this full-time, like YouTube, furniture, carving, all that kind of stuff. I got so many irons in the fire, it's ridiculous. My wife and a good buddy of mine are like, dude, you should just focus on one thing, but I just can't. I can't, I'm not ready to. I'm not ready to let other things go that, you know, make me happy. So... will I put a relief cut in the back? Nope. Not gonna do it. I don't think I will. So this log already has this nonsense going on. See this? He's gonna split right across the head as he dries out, more than likely. A little stress crack in there. Started appearing as I was carving. Comes all the way down into here. So chances are that's where he's gonna split and crack. So I'm not even worried about it. If he dies, he dies. Ah, Jolly, you painted and put faces on bears. Cool, man. Heck yeah, me too. I work for myself now. This December will be 3 years just doing my own thing. So this is where I'm at in life right now, right? As far as like doing my own thing. I'm doing things that make me happy. I've been criticized, right, for working for myself. I've been criticized because I did pick up a part-time job. I'll get to that though. And that's how it goes, right? So many people are stuck in a 9 to 5, and so they give you crap for, you know, doing your own thing. But if you can make it work, make it work. You'd be happier for it, that's for sure. I left my full-time, good pay, full benefits kind of job because I was sick of missing kids' events or having to ask for time off. And you know, it was the kind of place that made me miserable and not the kind of person I want to be. Dragged me down every day, and honestly couldn't pay me enough to stay there. You know, that was just the way it is. And, you know, after 14 years of working at that place, we had some great years pursuing my own thing. A couple conversations with the wife, who was the one that really was like, you know, just go for it. Like, the heck with that job. They steal so much of our time and all of your joy. So just be out of there. Be done, you know? I said, you know what? You're right. Let's make it work. Let's figure it out. So, like I said, this December will be 3 years doing my own thing full time. So for me, full time, this is what it looks like for me full time, right? Chainsaw carving, this YouTube channel. Chainsaw and small engine repair. I don't really take on work. I work on my own stuff and friends and stuff on the side. I do that a little bit, and then I have a channel called Kyle's Chainsaw Rescue. So that's YouTube channel number 2. On top of that,
My son likes to do some videos. We do some stuff once in a while. So then we have the Halls 365, which we're slowly putting videos on and growing. So I've got all those things going on. So carvings aside, small engine repair. On top of the small engine repair, I work at a local hardware store. I'll put in anywhere from 1 to 4 hours a day at that hardware store, 2 to 3 days a week. And I am their certified steel service tech. So if there's something to work on, I go to work. If there's not, I work on my own stuff. We got a really sweet agreement, and it works for me, it works for them. On top of, so there's that. So then the thing that I don't really post videos on anymore on here is the furniture side. And I really have a passion for building high-end rustic furniture, really creative, out-of-the-box kind of stuff. I usually will post a video once in a while of a completed piece just so you guys can kind of check it out. But that is the other side, you know, like main side of my business as well, is, you know, high-end rustics. So on top of that, me and the wife have started other small side income businesses that run and operate, along with some other things that we do. We're not quite prepared to share, but we hope to share in the future, because we want to be able to help other people out, like help, you know, you guys out that are working for yourself and could use a couple extra bucks with a side gig that doesn't eat up too much time. Sorry, moving all over a stinking, something just flew right down the back of my shirt. But we are working on some side business stuff that hopefully we can introduce, you know, to you guys at some point, my subscribers. So like for those of you that are, you know, artists and you're carving, like, man, I wish I had a little side hustle on top of my full-time side hustle, right? But some of these things do make decent money, but we want to just figure out how we can do that and set people up in a way where it's not costing you a fortune to do it, and it sets you up for success if you pursue it. Because there's nothing, one of the things I hate the most is like all these, you know, send me $500, take my class, and now spend 9,000 hours trying to figure out how to make $100 back. And I can't stand that. So I wanna figure out how to help people with a side income, a side hustle on, you know, on top of the thing that they love to do. But Mayberry, self-employed for 30 years painting. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm scrolling back up. Jolly, 41, gonna be 42. Yeah, I'll be 40 in October. People like raccoons, Mayberry. You sell those, huh? 2 foot high. You know, I haven't really done any. I had a guy ask for one, but it was kind of like a, yeah, if you get time. I really should give them a go. Cabot, you are 67. Man, what are you, old or something? Oh, yeah, Cabot says, I'm 40. Think of how fast that went. Soon I'll be 80. Yeah, man, you know, time flies. Time flies. Like, my oldest had about 1.5 years left. Not even. I left in December, so she had 1 more year of high school when I, no. Hold on. What'd she have? 1.5 years? A little over a year? 2 years left of high school? Something like that when I left my job. Sick of missing stuff. I mean, I work a lot. I'm hustling. Videos, carvings, furniture. I'm hustling. But, like, I'm here. So it's, you know, Dad, want to go fishing? No, I'm working. Stop, shut everything off, dust off. Yeah, buddy, let's go fishing. You know what I mean? Like, I think society has got us really screwed up. We don't know how to think right anymore. And while we do need money to survive, we got to figure out how to make that money without sacrificing time in our life and, like, doing things we really want to do. Because, like, what good is it to make a ton of money if you're not able to, like, spend the time with your kids, if you're not able to go fishing or hunting or do the things like you truly want to do? What good is it? What's the point? I'd rather do something I love, make a little less, and be around when the family wants to do something or needs me for other things. Mayberry. Nope. What is it? Jolly Carver. Have I heard of using antifreeze to keep logs from cracking? I have, but it is a volatile chemical. And my thoughts are, yeah, the wood will suck it up and soak in, but at some point it's going to leak out, probably into the ground. And I don't even want to mess with it. Dogs and animals drink and lick that stuff. They end up sick. This is how I sell my pieces. Real piece of art, real piece of wood, carved from, again, real wood. It's going to probably split and crack over time. We can talk about a repair once it does that. Let me know, keep me informed so I can help you with that repair down the road. If it doesn't split and crack and you want one, we'll put one in for you. That's kind of it. Let's see here. Jolly, you've been thinking about something part-time somewhere local just to get something steady. Yeah, it's tough. Like, it is tough. I'll be honest, the local hardware store has been an awesome place. Again, I'm not there making a ton of money. You know, I go in anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. That's it. I'll work a 1-hour shift to 4 hours. Maybe a little more if there's something actually going on. And I'll go, 2, maybe 3 days a week, space it out. And when there's work to do, I do it. And when there's not, I'm out, head home. I got certified through steel, through the hardware store, through steel training, up to their silver certified service tech for steel equipment. So, all in all, that adds to my own personal knowledge of working on things that I enjoy working on and working with daily, which is a total plus. So like Jolly, if you got to get a part-time job, but you don't really need it, but you kind of want it, do something you want to do. And like, if you don't want to be there all day, have a conversation ahead of time. Like, yo, this is what I'm looking for these days, these hours. A lot of places are hurting for help. And if you can come in consistently and give them 4 hours a day from this time to this time on a small mom and pop shop, they'd probably be happy to have it. Boom, Jolly, you nailed it right there. Right there, your last comment. You want to fist fight those guys, but hey, man, if you play those cards right. Exactly, you said it right there. Well, Mayberry, happy early B-Day with a 62 tomorrow. Bear and the Boss Lady, what is up? So this is black walnut, you guys. Black walnut. Cut through. This will be a stump. This is bark. This is the tree. Trunk, bark. We'll do claws. Shoulders. Trying my best to get towards something that is more realistic. I have a goal for a few pieces that I want to do. I will be in upstate New York, Blue Mountain Lake. Hold on. The Adirondack Experience in Blue Mountain Lake, New York, September 7th and 8th. I'll be there with furniture, and my goal is to also be there with 3 to 4 black walnut carvings that I am just pouring everything into and doing my best for high detail, and I want to bring them. It's a high-end rustic furniture fair, and so I want to bring some high-end carvings and, just really, really show up with my A game. So pushing myself on that realism. It's not 100% there. I realize that, but it's really a lot better than some of the other stuff that I've done. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. If you guys want to follow or see some work by, for me, a guy that his work totally inspires me to do better. If you want to see somebody who I have no one else to compare to as far as bears, his bears are probably the absolute best top bears I have seen. You guys got to look up Hoppy Quick on Facebook. Hoppy Quick. His bears are absolutely out of this world stunning. The face is super, super realistic. Bears are just, in my opinion, they are some of the best bears I've seen online. And if you want inspiration to get toward realistic bears, you guys should really check out his page on Facebook. Super, super cool work. I think he's got some stuff here on YouTube as well. I'm not really sure. Cabot. Never worked with black walnut. Is it like butternut on the softer side for a hardwood? So what I have heard is butternut is the white black walnut. They are very similar in grain patterns and texture. They seem to be very similar as far as density. I actually have some butternut. I had it sawed up into planks. I've actually had some down here for years holding this stand up. I gotta rip it out. It's probably no good, but I might carve fish out of it if it is. We'll see. Anyway, the grain's pretty much the same. Density seems to be the same, but yes, they would be on the softer side of a hardwood. It is a bit difficult to carve, especially when you're doing the furring, even blocking out. You got to make sure that saw is super sharp. Even stop, resharpen as needed. That's why I love carving pine so much more, because I don't have to resharpen my saws. If I don't hit anything, I could just carve a piece start to finish and never resharpen and be done. And sometimes go on to the next piece, 2, 3, 4 small pieces. Big pieces, I could probably get 1 to 2 of these done on the same sharpening, depending on, you know, how the saw is running, how I'm cutting, if I hit anything, that kind of stuff. But it's a little tough. You gotta wear a mask. It's also important to see if you're like, how do you see if you are? But you should see if you're allergic to it. Some people have some serious issues with black walnut. I've been blessed to not have those issues yet. But yeah, like respiratory, some people will break out. Like, I don't really have anything going on. If it is a super hot day though, I've carved walnut in like a 90-degree day before, sweating real bad, fine sawdust. I mean, my skin has gotten all blotchy and red. But I've seen people getting blisters and things like that due to the sawdust and a little bit of moisture or sweat on a hot day. So, you know, you gotta be pretty careful with it. I mean, I've always got my fans going, and I make sure to wear an RZ mask, which, you know, you guys really should invest in a decent mask. Jeff Moore. Yeah, Jeff Moore's on here, right? Doesn't he usually do smaller realistic carvings, I believe. I think I've seen his work. I like doing small stuff too. I don't know why. It's such a challenge to get the saw in there and whatnot. But I think that's going to be it, guys. I got to go in. I got to now sit down with the iPad and do probably another hour and a half of work, maybe 2 hours of work. Take a shower and sit down and try to work on my Shopify store. This thing has been absolutely crushing my skull trying to figure this thing out. It's such a pain in the butt to get set up, but I'm hoping to have this thing up and running sometime this year. I thought I'd have it running this week, but did a test run and it was like, nope, that doesn't work. So I don't know. I don't know computer coding and all this crap. So, you know, who knows? Jolly Carver, you've heard black walnut's poisonous. Yes, I believe so to an extent. So like grass doesn't usually grow underneath it. It's got something in it, which I can't remember what the heck it's called. It'll kill grass and stuff. If you see so it is raining and it's wet, but this dark sawdust is usually what ends up happening to your skin. So like if I went like this and I worked in this all day, your hands will actually turn yellow and a dark brown from the sawdust, just like the walnuts. Yeah, black walnut doesn't let a lot grow under it. It's got that stuff in I want to say tannins in it, but it's not that. It's something else. I can't remember. You can actually eat the walnuts, but you have to, boy, everything's slipping my mind. It's getting late. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4:30 on the go doing stuff today, but I want to say the Indians, Native Americans, would take walnuts, husk them, and what did they do? Was it leaching or something? And boil them and let them soak and whatnot, get all the chemicals out, and then they could eat them. I don't know. But heard they're edible. They also can make like a, you make a black dye out of it. Just trying to see what I had. So here's, oh, this would be like that sapwood, right? This is right up against the tree, so this has a lot of sap. As it dries, it gets pretty dark. I was hoping I had a piece. Nothing's really sat long enough yet today. As that dries though, it'll get dark like this dark spot right here. So like that sap and stuff from the walnut, and especially if you can get a nut, like an actual black walnut off the ground and it's still got the green husk on it, you roll that around in your hand for a minute and you let it go, and your hands are going to be a yellowish brown, the yellowish brown color. This hand actually is just a little bit, you can see it in camera, but yeah, I like the smell of it, to be honest. I don't mind the smell of this stuff. But I think that's going to be it, guys. I got to head in. I'm getting tired. It's getting late. Keep an eye out. I'll try to have some shorts on this and the next several black walnut carvings I'm hoping to have done for that event. Appreciate y'all hanging out and commenting and stuff. Yeah, boil and stuff for the dyes. Hey, have a good night, Schmeckle. Thanks for stopping in. Jolly, Bear, Mayberry, Cabot, Tony, Ryan. Appreciate y'all being here tonight, and anybody else who maybe you didn't comment but you've been hanging out. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have an awesome evening, and keep an eye out. We'll try to get on here live and do some more carving. Have a good one. See you guys later.